It was early afternoon on the second day of the Battle of St. Louis. Brigadier General Zolliker surveyed the scene before him. The task that had been set himself and his army was not an easy one, and thus far both he and his men had been found wanting. He smiled ruefully to himself, wondering perhaps if he believed too much in his own side's propaganda. A belief that any Confederate was worth 2 Yankees. Especially dubious in this case, where those same Yankees held better field position, were better equipped, and had a higher degree of veterancy. Still, the day was not lost, and he was not one to give up. He spied an opening on the Federal left flank, where 7,500 of his cavalry stood relatively fresh. He was not going to get in without a fight, and as he penned the order, he prepared for one last roll of the dice. Hello, Recon87, and you'll forgive the little playing preamble, but indeed that is where we stand thus far. The Battle of St. Louis has not gone in our direction, and for reasons aforementioned, good Union position. You can see here with the stars, good degree of veterancy, and they do have slightly better weapons. But we are prepared to try one final advance, and it is going to be using our cavalry on our left flank, which haven't done much. And I'm going to try and use them, something I've not done a lot of before, as actual melee infantry. So the plan is going to be to try, and we're going to start with the 1st Brigade here, 2,000 men, to hold their front with Hill's Brigade, and then we're going to position Mansfield level out in their flanks to do a melee charge. Now we do have to watch whoever supports them, because they will start pouring fire, and the cavalry don't particularly like it when they start coming under fire from several brigades of infantry. But we're going to last roll the dice to see if we can't crack this flank and perhaps open up some of the Union positions. Meanwhile, I'm going to tweak my artillery orders and appreciate I've forgotten who pointed this out now. Hang on, no, credits for credit you. Give me one moment. Ranger Yahoo. Credit to Ranger Yahoo for pointing out I was ineffectively using my artillery in such close quarters, and we should be using the bombardment command. So for any artillery piece, you can then set a specified area, so you don't have to target individual units, and they will merrily bombard said area. Right. Like so. Apparently this is a more effective way than the fire at will. So we'll give that a go, and really I want to try and clear out these forces in front. Oh, I don't want you to move, I would like you to bombard. It's a little bit of a finicky order sometimes. Okay, we'll deal with him as we go. I'm also tempted, I mean I know we do have a fence line here, to actually give up a little bit of ground. So I'm going to pull this 1st Brigade back, and potentially we're going to pull the 2nd one beside it, just to try and stretch them out a little bit and protect the flanks. Speaking of flanks, we also have to protect our own, so they have detached some skirmishers who are going to come harass our artillery. So again, I'm going to pull them back slightly, and I'm going to bring some cavalry over to try and see them off. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure these guys have rifled muskets, which means my own mixed musket brigades are going to be outranged, which makes them quite problematic to deal with. As soon as you kind of close to deal with them, then the other larger brigades get involved. So we're just going to have to try and protect our flank over there. Right, so without further ado, we'll hit the play button and we'll get things explosively started. Because you can see here, so the Federals with Grant's detachment there merrily taking pot shots at Stafford's brigade, and Stafford's brigade not doing much about it. In fact, why don't you gents lie down? Give yourself even more cover, and we'll see if artillery can't see them off. Right, can I give you a bombardment command yet? No. There's a bit of movement. There's a large cavalry brigade moving out to this flank. Watch what they do. And we have our own positions going. Okay. And again here, they have a longer range, and they're managing to pluck away at Lane's brigade. Okay, they are actually pulling back in the centre, which I'm okay with. So I need to go back to, you guys go back to fire, in fact, maybe not fire, well, maybe just bombard in a slightly more reversed position. Okay, so you're going to come up and engage. That seems very close. Can I try to engage at long range? I can. Long range, please. Let's just advance to here for just now, see if that'll open the firing. I would like you to try and bombard, say, this position. Which probably means you're going to move up slightly, so let's see how far you move up. And can you keep an eye on this detachment as well? So we pull back our guns slightly in response to that. Okay. There's a fair force over here. They're being pulled back. That's good. Right, I would like you just to open fire if you can, please. Why so close? Okay, we'll make do. We'll make do. You gents need to go cold steel. Give them a cold steel, boys. We'll give you this order for just now. Okay, they're just going to sit there and take that for just now, which I support fully. I'm going to try and roll up this side with some glorious cavalry charges before our 2 brigades over here break. Okay, you're not under fire. More detached skirmishers. But yeah, he does use skirmishers very well. You got to give him credit for that. And they're actually flooding some more troops over here, which we'll have to keep an eye on. Okay. These guys are doing good work, but they can't hold forever. Yeah, we're starting to go now. Alright, level, let's see if you can see these guys off. And the question is, who are they going to respond to? Alright, let's see if we can pull these guys back before they break. So what I don't want is for these 1900 men or 2000 men to get a volley off at my cavalry as they approach. Now they should feel happier that their flanks are secured. I would like the 1st Brigade to show a bit of interest. Interesting one. Now, apparently, if they lie there and are going to get shot, it's not the end of the world. I was hoping to rather more firmly break them. Right, quick pause here. They seem to be moving up in the center. Okay, you're bombarding there. You're bombarding there. This should be okay. Do hit that. Yeah, you are going to be outranged by this detachment. I'm going to have you pull back again, just ever so slightly. See if you can't force them to come forward. They are not engaging you, so I'm okay with that. How's my broken unit? Still broken? Still broken. I want to do more with my cavalry. Let's swing you all the way out round to here if we can. And we'll maybe try and squeeze them out of this peninsula. So this opportunity in the federal left seems to have removed itself. For just now, anyway. What are you guys doing? Okay, I'm going to move one. I mean, it's going to take an absolute age to go over here, but if you can make it over to, say, this position, I think that would be very useful. Because they have stacked up their infantry quite shockingly over here. You guys seem to be doing fine work. We've had a response from 1st Brigade. I'm not sure what it is. So the plan over here, original plan, which has not come to fruition, was that this brigade would turn and engage our smaller Hills Brigade, and then we would simply have a charge of our shock cavalry into their flank. But if they're not engaged, I didn't want to commit the charge, because what I find happen is where I've done melee charges before, if they're not adequately focused elsewhere, they just unload a volley into your oncoming unit or cavalry, and then bad things tend to happen. Okay, things are holding, it seems. Let's scoot you out to the side so you can actually engage with someone, albeit probably not super effectively. Okay. Your bombardment, I think, is no longer effective. Neither is yours, so let's change that up. Oh, maybe I just have to alter where we're firing. Yeah, there's a good range on these snipers, unfortunately. So you gotta tell them to stop, and then you gotta give them a new order. Okay, looks like this detachment's gonna go, that's nice. And let's bring cavalry around this end of the line as well. I think we might try and just charge out these artillery positions, because they're not super well supported back here from infantry. You actually moved over in relatively good speed. I'm tempted to bring someone else over as well, because this is where the bulk of their forces are. So let's see if we can't do that. No, maybe right. Okay, right up against the line is fine. We'll see if we can't drop some artillery in this position. If they're just going to stand there, I'm happy to let them. Okay, now Hill is now engaged. I really want to charge them, but we've got 200 there, 2,500 there. Cold Steel Boys here, though, we should be able to see them out. Okay, you're doing good work. 24-pounder howitzers, we should be able to lob over on top relatively effectively. You will have to scoot forward, I think, to get this bombardment off. Everywhere else the line is stabilised. Now we are heading towards the end of the day, and I wonder if there will be a day 3. Hill is starting to lose men. Okay, we need to do something. How bold do we feel? Well, I'll tell you what, if this is not giving us the flanking position we need, I want you to pull back. I want you to get that artillery piece. And hopefully we can kind of sweep a couple of these. Do have to watch the 1st Brigade or 2nd Brigade here. It's 2600 muskets. Okay, come on, there's 45 men there. Why did you stop? What's going on? Why are they still firing at you? Strange things are happening. Okay, they've broken. Good. You're still well rested and untrained. Let's just see if we can't sweep up this next unit as well. Oh, they have advanced. Oh, the hill broke. Hill broke and ran. Hill broke and ran. Urgh. Pull back. Oh, you guys actually moved really quickly. That's great to see. Let's drop another bombardment. Not over there, but over here. If you can, please. Thank you very much. I wonder if it's having issues just with the river. It's looking a bit wonky. You guys in a fight? Firing. I don't want you to fire though, I want you to melee. Please. And that will absolutely see them off. There you go, they've gone. I'd like you to advance and actually probably just pick away at these guys rather than these artillery pieces. Yeah, keep going. Oh, come on! 46 men. Lost 46 men, you've broken. Okay, you've recovered. Pull back, please. This is where I struggle with melee. I mean, that was ridiculous. You've taken hardly any losses. And you're running scared. See if we can draw them back a little bit further. Hopefully they will rally relatively easily though. There is a first battle, that does affect a lot of things. Have we closed the gap? A little bit, ever so slightly. It's not really having the momentous effect that we need it to. These guys are quite close, so I'm actually going to have you lie down if you can. Just give yourself better defense. Okay, well, things are going well over here. That's just a detachment. We're not facing any further pressure over here, which is good. If you can bombard that area, please. And you just go back to fire at will for just now. See if you can advance that position. Okay. We got a small horse regiment has regained its willingness to fight. That's Hardeman? Yes, okay, that's good. Now they're going to need to be babysat, but that's some more Lorenz rifles. This is a very experienced detachment of 200 men, which is going to cause me a lot of problems. think we're going to end up just charging them. Probably going to cause this unit to break, to be honest. But it might be worth it to kill off some of these veterans. Go for it. Battle them, boys. Quick scan, make sure everything's going okay over here. Is for just now. Good. Now, this is the problem is when they have a lot more supporting units. They're trying. These guys are trying to fall back. I just need some break and run. You have stopped. Why? Why have you stopped? Read, please. I don't understand it. They do. Well, no, okay, they caused some casualties, but yeah, as expected, they broke. Horses, man. Beaten by a couple hundred skirmishers. Infuriating. Alright, waiting for that horse to get here. Tell him to cancel current bombardment and we'll change his orders. Okay, we have caught up a little bit. It was, I think it was 2,200 casualty deficit at the worst. We're now down to just 2,000, so we're making inroads, but we're still going to lose the battle. Let's give infantry. You guys lie down as well. Give you a bit of cover. See if you can't pick away at this first brigade. Okay, good. Ish. Steady. I don't really have an answer to these skirmishers though. Unless I have another EU who's in a really, really poor situation, but you need to come over here. Help out my cannons. That's not the way I want you to go. I need to turn off your travel by road. There's a good man. Okay. Advance. Cool. Ah, a moment. Okay, and we're back. Very minor real-life interruption. Alright, looks like things are going well over here. We're about to break this first brigade. These, honestly, this Van Dorn has been absolutely stellar, as is Colonel Lee and Colonel Anderson here. Unfortunately, running low on ammunition now. We're getting towards the end of the day, so hopefully we can resupply. But we're using a longer range, and our ability to lie down is really helpful. I feel stymied by my cavalry, to be honest. It is deeply upsetting me about our inability to really use it as an effective force right now. But we're holding them elsewhere. Okay, things are moving slowly in our favour. Excellent. You are gonna have to stand up again. How'd you get? Firing? Firing. Ammunition 14. Oh. It's getting towards the end of the day though. I wonder if there'll be... There should be a day 3. I wonder if the Federals will stick around here or if they'll pull back again. Which may play into our advantage if they pull back. It's definitely the longest fight that we've had. And I really thought it was going to be a bad loss at one point, but we are slowly turning it around, maybe? Maybe. We still have a lot of men on the field. Right, you need to go long range. Are you going to engage? No, not quite. I'd like to engage, but you're also going to break if I push you forward any further right now. I wonder, can I give you some skirmishers? Yes, I can. Okay. Don't go that far ahead, please. Honestly, just I just want you to engage these guys. No, these guys. Yeah? Clear them from the field. How are we doing over here? They are back. You guys think casualties? Not many. And help is on the way-ish. You're still hammering that force. You are not. What's happened? Anderson is losing men. Yeah, you are. Okay. Let's fall back. You fall back a little as well. They're willing to come out over the river. Then our chunky friends here might just say hello. The other thing we might be able to do is bring in our... I mean, they only get mixed cavalry weapons, but we might be able to just give them a bit of a shock. Put the odds in the favour of our skirmishers. Oh no, that's a poor loss. Understandable, you guys have lost half your number. Done phenomenal work. I'm surprised they're not more experienced, actually. Considering how crucial a part they've been of this position. Just casually walking through the lines. The problem is with these skirmishers is they inflict disproportionately high casualties. They're a pain in the bum to deal with. Clear them off. Yeah. Look how quickly they fall back though. Right, retreat. Yeah, that's the problem. There goes 100 men. That was insane how quickly we made it back to their main unit there. Right, Hardimans are linked to reattach. Find your skirmishers. Maori's division, yeah, that was the horses. Okay, I'll take that one on my chin. This is why I struggle to use my melee horses so effectively. That wouldn't have helped our crawl back to parity. Yeah, it'll cost a bit. Cost us 100. Are you now in range? Yes, you are. We'll hold you there. Alright, I think we're going to settle in list of end of the day. It's really, really tentative. I wonder if I can put your position back slightly. Oh yeah, I need to turn it off and turn it on again. Same for you. I think we're going to hold until the end of the day. Okay, let's kick speed up a little bit. And we'll wait for the end of the day to come. Wheeler is now positioned. I need to advance slightly. I should probably get skirmishers from you as well, actually. Although that is a full brigade there. You guys just being shot at? You are just being shot at. You wanna lie down? This is a really experienced brigade as well, actually. Problem is someone looks at Wheeler, he's gonna break and run. You need to change what you are doing to take out this first brigade here. Man, they've lost half their numbers and they're still going at it. Alright, how about them? We'll wait for night time to come. Okay, we're looking okay. I really want this first brigade to go. Easier said than done. Oh, these saying another detachment they are. Right. Concentrate fire on there. And then I need someone to come deal with this. Probably going to be you. Oh, you guys are coming close. I don't really trust these guys' morale, so we'll send in the red coats. Job to see off this detachment. How are we doing over here? It's holding steady. I think you are currently not firing, but that's fine. You have no ammunition. You engaging? You are. Keep at it. Alright, we'll take some disproportionate casualties, but we should at least see them off. Unifier? No. Veterans, man. Make a big difference. Okay. Kill speed again, I think, for just now. Okay, at least we're starting to force them back. Excellent. Yeah, finally casualties taking their toll. Whew. A 3-star brigade though, that's a big victory to knock them off the field. Right, they're pulling back, so you can also pull back. You guys need to change up where you're shooting. Yeah, right there is perfect. Oh, no, they're coming again. Oh, it's just a detachment. Okay, fine. Fine. There must be some serious losses in here. It's just such a crowd. 250, 200. Oh, you have emerged. With a bit of an open flank, actually. I want you to pull back because you're fighting against someone who's currently using the river line. Yeah, leaves mansion, leaves moving men. Yeah, pull back. If he wants to come out of his position, then fine. Hang on. Who are you shooting at? Potentially Murray here, so scoot back a little bit, please. It's just a detachment was causing you problems early, okay. End of the day. Alright. Ooh. Let's look at this redeployment. What do the battle lines look like? They are interesting. Now we can throw up some defensive positions, which is going to be advantageous. I don't know if the Federals are going to be here when we're done, so let me plan some defenses and then we'll come back. Alright, so set up very similar to how we were. The biggest change I've got is taking up Murray's old whole division, I should say, and put them on the other side of the river to potentially try and do some shenanigans in behind. Van Dorn's reformed reinforced division is over here. Built a bunch of earthworks. I'm kind of expecting the Federals not to be here. So let's find out what happens when we hit the play button. Oh, hello. So they have pulled back towards the point, but in doing so, they have left a really interesting arrangement of forces out front. So we're absolutely going to advance in the flank of this cavalry brigade. And in front of them as well. And I think we're going to just take these positions, to be honest. And they may reinforce. Let's see what their initial moves are. Okay, skirmishers, always skirmishers. And they've got a whole division coming back here. Heading towards my rather exposed cavalry. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull these guys out of here. I don't want them up against an entire infantry division head on. That's not going to end well. Okay, some of these guys are not in great nick. I wonder if we don't try and advance and take these positions here. Take the earthworks. Alright, let's go for it. No doubt this will cause me to become unstuck, but hey ho. So we're going to need to essentially advance and then likely charge in to take the positions, and then we should be able to hold them. Okay, cavalry up supporting the flanks. We'll get our artillery set up. I would like to just to kind of... Yeah, I'd like to make life difficult for these people over here, and I'm going to reposition you probably right front and center. Come over here, please. Thank you. Okay. And you guys are going to need to move forward as well. Should be firing it well. No, you're not. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting one, for sure. You're going to advance to there. Early. Yeah, you can't do much. Don't do that. And then I think, well, I've got a couple options. These are pretty chunky brigades, actually. I mean, what we could do is with just a little bit of that. And the question is, are they going to turn and respond in time? Which is my big fear. Kind of a so far so good. No, there they go. Oh, they're actually trying to get out of there. So, oh, Maxley's brigade took some serious casualties there, but levels should crash into these guys. And we should have superior melee. Let's see if we can break these two brigades' early doors. Really got repulsed. Need to charge in before these boys open up. You got repulsed as well. Oh, come on. Ah, cavalry. That was it. Unsupported infantry brigades in the open. I feel like that was definitely the opportunity to actually inflict some damage. Okay, meanwhile. No, please take this position. Oh, you guys ended up going in anyway, okay. You've broken them, that's good. Let's see if you can't follow up. These boys need to be dealt with. How many of them sent brigade here? 1400. I think we're going to use probably flanks to see them off. There's a melee going. They've lost 450. It's going to be a close run thing. How's overall losses looking now? Yeah, still 2000 shy. And we broke again. 7,000 cavalry can't dislodge a couple of thousand infantry. Any particular reason you haven't seen off these artillerymen? $150 men just saw off a 2,000 man brigade. This is not going particularly according to plan right now. After all our good work yesterday, I feel like we've become somewhat unstuck. Get amongst them. Okay, this cavalry's going to break. That's fine and dandy. You guys need to go over the river now. Okay. I think we're doing okay. We should be able to take this position at least. And it's just a question of if we can protect our flank over here. Are you firing? You are firing. Okay, that's good. What are you up to, my friend? You're bombarding. That's fine and dandy. You're bombarding. That's also good. You need to change what you're bombarding. I think we need to try and get a little bit of a flanking force on the go as well. Okay, we now have these earthworks at least, which is going to give the Federal some pause for thought if they want to come retake these positions. I'll have you pull back to these earthworks. And where is Murray and his division? There. Right, just reform yourselves back here. You are not in my good graces. Let's bring our cannons up. You can also come up. You can stop. Go back to fire well, please. Okay. Ooh, how we doing? Okay. We are keeping pace. There is a large federal force on the way, though. You need to get into these earthworks. Now, the problems we have here is that your mixed muskets are going to be outranged. So I'm interested to see what these guys do over here. Okay, that's excellent. We can change your bombardment. You're still good. You are not doing one. Let's drop one there, please. Oh, and you've got a perk. And I'd like something which makes you better, please. What have we got? Cancer effect doubled. Counter battery. Bombardment accuracy. I'll probably go for that. Unit speed is also useful. Sapper gunners. Level up from find better cover. That's also very good. Now let's go for Grand Battery right now, seeing as that's what we're doing the most of. Gonna have you come forward up behind this line as well. Okay, Zolokoffer, you're gonna need to advance with the men. As we ever so slowly creep our way forward. These experienced brigades with the rifle muskets are causing a lot of consternation. You don't really have a job. See if you can pick at them across the river, actually. You want to come support this position, please? Okay, we broke one of the big brigades. That's still okay. I'd like you to hit that spot, please and thank you. So you lie down because I think you're just a target at the minute. No, don't do that. As soon as you can, please. Okay, and now they're trying to push us out of this position, which is fair play to them, really. I'd like you to focus on this flank of this position. You've got a little bit of artillery support. Woo! This is tense. Problem is, even if we win this fight, I think there's another Federal army coming in, so we may have to abandon the position anyway. Can I move you into this role? And we'll actually, what I'm going to do is just dismount these guys and put them in here. Just so there's something down here. Not that I expect them to be particularly effective, but I'd like something a bit more range up against these more experienced units. Just because our cannonry is maybe not doing quite enough. Ah, good, they're breaking. Ah, it's a chunky brigade to get rid of as well. Excellent. This is slightly worrying. Nice cannon position they've got. But this is a good defensive line. We're going to struggle here. It was a bit of a foolish morning setup from the Federals, to be perfectly honest. Oh, I've gone really long again. Alright, we're going to have to call this one. This is the... It's just funny, it's not even that important a battle. Like, if we lose, we just retreat and we'll come back. But it's only St. Louis. I feel we're just doing such good work. How are we looking at? I feel like we're starting to break them a little bit, to be honest. And that may be a foolish thought. If we can knock out these two, I'll be a much happier man. Again, this brigade is not going to last long. He's assaulting an entrenched position while being fired on the flanks. Hardeman, where are you? Okay, I mean, you're in the thick of it, so... Oh. Hold, man, hold. Good, they're starting to flee and run. I like it. You can get your bombardment one. I'm going to change where you're firing because I see a nice big mass of Federals that would love to have some shell fire on them. Oh, you don't have a job. Okay. Okay, I don't mind Tarafo taking losses here. They're essentially buying us time for us to try and whittle away these experienced brigades. Really with the Wheeler here, you are firing good. You're kind of our hope down here at the minute. Move you forward as well, not all the way into... Yeah, not all the way into Parkbed, I don't think. Excellent. Please pick away at them. I'd love if these horses rallied. Okay. Casualties are staying determinedly equal. 4 stars. Oh. Kill them, please. Good, 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 good. Ish. Do you have any units yet, Murray? No. This position feels fairly doomed for them, though. They feel pretty strong over here, though. Okay. Well, we're just going to sit and hold. Keep the speed up, because I think we're happy with the way things are going at the minute. There's only 400 of them left. Oh, okay, you've got a musket, that's okay. You being outranged, it looks kind of like you are. We may need to do something about it, which is going to involve coming out of our trenches. Oh, my men are starting to break. We may just run in a minute. What have you got over here? 1,500 men. 1,000 men. It's not that many. We could probably take them. I'm just worried about just breaking through casualties, to be honest. This is stable. Oh, I feel like we don't have many men these days. And Lee here is continuing good work. Ah, no, that's it. Ah, so close. So close. I probably expended too much morale taking this position. So now we just we're going to hold and run the time down so we don't take any unnecessary losses. Because we don't want to roll them up for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, these guys have just abandoned their guns and fled. Steady on. Okay. Wow, what a chunky couple of episodes. Alright, assuming we don't collapse, let's just fast forward to the end. I thought we should be able to do it pretty quickly. Everybody breaks and runs. Please don't take my guns. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, done. So in the end we lost 9,000, that's brutal. 10,000 Confederates essentially had 7,500, 10,000 Confederates, 7,500 Federals. We started to close the gap a little bit, but never quite caught it. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, we're closer to that 1-to-1. That's brutal, that's a lot of dead men. Bigger than definitely some other fights we've had. Oh, look at that. Cass has become famous due to his battle honours. Well done, Castorus. So I think I need to, work on improving the use of my cavalry. That was almost a quarter of my army, that 7,500 men. I don't feel I was used particularly well. And bombardment artillery was a great piece of advice, and that has been pretty useful. But we're going to lose, wounded. A stinging defeat against a vastly superior... I mean, that's a bold statement. Yeah, they were better equipped and things, but still. Upsetting. If we look at overall strategy now, total casualties. So we're still in our favour. Not massively, though. 100,000 to 76. They still have 60,000 more men in the field. And importantly, we did not secure St. Louis. I'm interested. Actually, I need to see where these guys retreat to, because I've got to hope it's not somewhere silly. Although it's going to be several days before this resolves itself. So look, oh, I've just hit the hour mark. I need to stop. This is a ridiculously long video. So we're going to call it there. A defeat for the Confederates, but that's okay. You know, you can't win everything in war. We've still got the, you know, glorious Army of Tennessee here, who can look to the west and push in along this railroad and maybe go and get St. Louis while the Army of Mississippi starts to lick its wounds. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope you're not too disheartened, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.